Coming up tonight on KYOU Fox 15 News at 9. The Ottumwa Fire Department has been keeping busy the last couple days. We'll tell you what firefighters have been doing.
We'll talk about the potential for some stronger thunderstorms this weekend coming up in the forecast.
And a national health insurance company is stepping up its efforts to bring playtime to kids in Ottumwa. These stories and more as KYOU Fox 15 News at 9 starts right now.
News for you, 1 hour earlier. This is KYOU Fox 15 News at 9.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jefferson Tyler. It's been a busy 2 days for the Ottumwa Fire Department. Over 16 hours, firefighters and hazmat teams worked on a tanker rollover and chemical spill on Highway 63 near Chillicothe. Last night, emergency personnel responded to a call of an overturned tanker truck that contained acid. The driver had swerved and missed a deer and lost control of the vehicle. The tanker started leaking the type of acid that's used in soda. Amazingly, the fire department was returning from hazmat training in Des Moines when they responded to the call.
Where we was at out in the county was not. We didn't have to worry about evacuation, but with the wind blowing the way it was, as cold as it was, if it was warmer or the wind was blowing, that could have been a problem. But as cold and windy as it was, we didn't really have any concerns about that. Our main concern was getting the lake completely shut off.
Well, it's lucky that the weather was what it was last night. And the driver of the tanker truck was transported to the hospital with minor injuries. No one else was hurt in the accident. The scene has now been completely cleaned up. While part of the Ottumwa Fire Department was at the scene of the rollover, a house fire was burning at another part of town at 1 this morning. The house, located at the corner of Woodland and West Street, is nearly a complete loss. Fire Chief Tony Miller says it took only a couple minutes for firefighters to arrive, but once they were there, firefighters saw both floors of the two-story home on fire, and flames were shooting from all sides. Heat from the fire damaged a neighbor's home, melting the siding and the fence between the properties.
There were no injuries. They had unfortunately a dog had perished in the fire. We had no fire injuries. We was on that scene for probably over 3 hours. It was a tough fire. It was a big old two-story house, and it was fully engulfed, and we were on scene for quite a while there.
Well, the Fairfield Economic Development Association held its annual meeting last night and had Debbie Durham, the director of the Iowa Economic Development Agency, as its guest speaker. One part of Durham's talk was about tax credits and their use in the state.
Most of the money that we get from the legislature, the cash side of our incentives, all goes to small business and innovation, the majority of it. Because that is the backbone of the economy, right? We understand that. But I also will tell you that's a long-term ramp up. And there's a lot of risk involved in that because with every one deal we do that's good, we may have 2 or 3 failures.
Well, this morning, Fairfield's Economic Development Association Director Jacob Larrabee took Durham on a tour of 3 businesses in Fairfield: the Sky Factory, Traffics Devices, and Faircast. That Faircast is the company that received $855,000 in tax credits and loans. And now Faircast has 89 jobs and is moving forward.
So they are in the form of tax credits and loans, and so it helps them invest in the facilities and the operations to further expand, to take care of basic operations. So it helps position the company for growth. So the return on investment is that these companies will be here for a long time, paying Iowa taxes, investing in our economy, and working together with their local communities.
Well, Ashley, it was a sunny day in the heartland today, but will the sun stick around this weekend? To tell us more, Ashley Smith's here. Ashley?
Well, we're not going to see a whole lot of sunshine this weekend, unfortunately. So hopefully everybody really soaked in that sun earlier today. We're already starting to see a little bit of rain moving in from the west. You can see some of those showers just west of the viewing area this evening. We'll see the best chance for rain after the midnight hour, and it will continue into early tomorrow morning too. Not expecting much though in the way of rainfall. Temperatures tonight remaining very steady, falling back into the mid-40s as we look forward to your Saturday. A little bit of rain in the morning hours, but clearing out by the afternoon. Temperatures will climb into the low to mid 50s by tomorrow afternoon. Actually pretty comfortable conditions with temperatures near normal. I'll talk about how long that lasts and what Sunday holds for us coming up.
Well, thanks, Ashley. Well, you may have heard that United Healthcare has donated money to build a new playground for the Ottumwa Family YMCA. What you may not know is that United Healthcare provided the volunteers today to put together playground equipment. And I was there to see it all come together.
Is it going up, or should I hit it down to make it go up?
Yeah.
These people are not professional playground builders. They're hardworking volunteers with a lot of heart.
5 o'clock this morning, my husband's here with me volunteering. We left the house and we were in a West Des Moines office by 6:30, loading up on the big bus with our fellow colleagues from United Healthcare, and we left about 6:30 and took about a 2-hour drive to get down here.
Katie Bonner is one of 40 volunteers from United Healthcare. They have come from all over the state to help local YMCA volunteers assemble the new playground. And there's a lot to be put together.
There are over 6 tons of equipment that were delivered here for this playground build.
So the entire structure will get assembled first, and then we will actually pour concrete in the holes as well to make sure everything is flat, level, and flush like it needs to be.
United Healthcare donated $160,000 to pay for the playground.
We've been planning this for about 5 or 6 months, meeting on a weekly basis, sometimes twice or 3 times a week.
Knowledgeable builders are helping volunteers like Bonner get everything right.
What do we have there?
Well, you got four internal.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I only got 4.
Still, it's going to take ingenuity.
Just doing it on my glove.
Luck.
The biggest question mark is the poured surfacing. The poured surfacing has a temperature requirement. We have to have 48 hours of higher than 40 degrees. So Mother Nature is going to play a large hand in that.
And hard work.
Up and over. There we go.
Okay, get over. Ashley, you okay over there? Okay.
To put it all together.
There's going to be a merry-go-round. It's a safety-designed merry-go-round.
There will be swings, there's slides, there's a climbing wall, and a lot of other materials for the kids to climb all over.
The bongo pods themselves are actually going to be little stair steps that are going to go from one piece of equipment to the next over there. This is all going to be connected, and it's all handicap accessible.
After the equipment is set up and the impact-resistant base is poured, the YMCA will put up fencing around the playground, and then it will be ready to play. Well, the YMCA will be putting finishing touches on the equipment setup on Saturday, but they won't have as many volunteers. If you're interested in helping out, just stop by the YMCA in Ottumwa after 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Wilson Elementary School in Ottumwa is holding a vendor fair fundraiser for its own playground tomorrow. School held a sneak preview of the event tonight, giving people an idea of what tomorrow's vendor fair will look like. 20 vendors will show off their wares, including crafts and food, tomorrow at Ottumwa High School. The event will include a bake sale and fashion show with students, teachers, and staff as the runway models.
The vendors would buy a booth, and that booth would be our profit back to the school. So our profit comes from the booth sold, the blessing for the people buying the products, the blessing for the vendors, what they get from the sales they make. So everybody becomes a winner.
Well, funds from the vendor fair fundraiser will go toward Wilson's proposed $200,000 playground. The event runs from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon on Saturday. Over at the Bridgeview Center, there'll be another vendor show. This one will be benefiting the Heartland Humane Society. The annual Fall Craft and Vendor Show kicks off on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. More than 90 vendors are expected to have booths, and it's free to get in. There'll be door prizes. The event runs through 3 in the afternoon. Christmas shopping, decoration, and parties, they're all coming together in a real hurry. Hy-Vee held its holiday show earlier today at the Bridgeview Center, wanting to show off a variety of holiday dishes, sweets, and meats, as well as a selection of wines and liquors. The annual event was well attended, and that will help the charity Hy-Vee partner with on this event, the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation.
Yeah, this is a great event. It gives us a chance to donate to a great cause and also to showcase some of the things that Hy-Vee can do for your holidays.
Coming up next, we'll have a movie review of the latest and newest Thor movie. But first, Chief Meteorologist Ashley Smith is back with a look at our weekend forecast. Stay tuned and stay with KYOU Fox 15 News.
One wife, 3 daughters, no backup.
I will take the truck, you can take the minivan.
You'll take the truck,
I'll drive the minivan. You're not kidding right now, are you?
With a house full of women.
What is it about hanging bras in the bathroom like Christmas ornaments?
It's every man for himself.
How come your funeral suit looks like the one you got married in?
Part of me died that day.
Well, part of you died that night, too, but you did have a lot to say.
Last man standing.
It's a satellite problem. It's a slow internet problem. But it's not Sarah's problem anymore. She switched to Extreme. And now, she uses TiVo to stream TV on any screen. And faster Wi-Fi to watch wherever, like on her tablet in the tub, and with her lab on her lap on her laptop. With speeds up to 1 gig, Sarah multi-streams on many screens. No problem. Sarah's problem was her satellite and internet didn't work together. Now, she has it all together with Extreme.
Get unlimited data with Device Protection Plus included only from US Cellular. Because everybody wants unlimited data. And since accidents do happen, some device protection might come in pretty handy too. So, hurry in today. Because right now at US Cellular, you can get unlimited data with Device Protection Plus included for 12 months. Don't miss this deal. Only from the network with a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Freedom Foam Insulators, true spray foam insulation experts. They're a complete and innovative spray foam installer with the latest products and techniques to save you on energy costs. Freedom Foam has been around since 2004, helping reduce the nation's dependence on foreign energy and enabling their customers to live in a quieter, dust-free environment. It's environmentally safe and mold and mildew resistant. They readily serve the tri-state area, so call for open and closed cell options now. Freedom Foam Insulators.
You're watching KYOU Fox 15 News for You at 9. Brought to you in high definition in cooperation with the Ottumwa Courier and William Penn University. And now, KYOU First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Ashley Smith.
Well, we had a pretty nice day today. We saw lots of sunshine, especially earlier in the day, and temperatures weren't too bad either. It's actually going to be even a little bit warmer tomorrow, but with that warmth will come the chance for rain. Already seeing some of those showers just off to the west. It's not a lot of rain, and it's not going to be a lot even during the overnight hours. You see some of those showers, especially in parts of southern and central Iowa, and starting to move east closer toward our region. As we look off to the west, still not a lot of precipitation, but a lot of cold air, especially the further north you go, of course. In parts of Minnesota, we have those temperatures below freezing. And look in Montana, temperatures close to single digits. So yeah, there's a lot of cold air out there. It's eventually going to push into the region, but not this weekend. Actually going to be pretty mild for most of the weekend. So later this evening, temperatures remain steady in the mid-40s. We see that best chance for rain after midnight and continuing into early tomorrow morning. I think by the time you wake up, especially if you sleep in tomorrow, you'll be okay. Most of the rain out of here by, say, 9, 10 o'clock, but definitely by 11. And we'll see those cloudy skies sticking around. Temperatures tomorrow morning still only going to be in the 40s and 50s further to the south. See that big temperature change, and that's all because of a front that's going to be influencing our area over the weekend. Highs tomorrow, depending on where you are. Notice Ottumwa at 54. We go all the way to Macon, it's 64. So a big difference from north to south because of that boundary that is also going to bring us another chance for rain during the overnight hours Saturday and into early Sunday morning. Perhaps a few thunderstorms during that time period, but again, not looking like a whole lot of rain. I think the strongest of the storms actually going to be east of our region, and that's exactly what the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting here with the chance for severe storms just east of our area. However, parts of the region, especially just the extreme southeastern Iowa, northeastern Missouri, included in that marginal risk. So we'll keep an eye on it, but again, I'm not really impressed with the chances for severe storms for us. Now that cold front starts to move south during the day on Sunday, and check out that temperature change. The further south you go, close to 70 in Columbia. For us, most of us will see temperatures in the 60s. And then Monday, the cooler air gets here. Temperatures near freezing Monday morning. Now, as far as rainfall totals, as I mentioned, not expecting a lot. Once we kind of average all of the models, we get about 1/10 of an inch of rain. So it's not going to be a whole lot. Remember, you get that extra hour of sleep Saturday night into early Sunday. Daylight saving time ends. And so you get to fall back and enjoy that extra hour of sleep, perhaps. And then by the time we get into Sunday afternoon, we're in the mid-60s. Temperatures dropping dramatically by Monday. We're near freezing Monday morning. Highs in the mid-40s. And then we stay there. Notice those temperatures remaining pretty steady, at least for your highs, Overnight lows 25 degrees Wednesday morning. Very chilly start to the day. We remain below freezing for those overnight lows through the end of the week, but plenty of sunshine Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So great weather to at least end the week once we get rid of any of those rain chances over the weekend and into early next week. Hey, everybody, have a great weekend. Stay tuned. We'll have more for you coming up after this.
There's two things I love about November. It's the only month my wife doesn't make me shave, no shave November, and the deals offered from Ford on the lineup of new vehicles. If you've been waiting for the best time to buy your next car, truck, sport utility, or crossover, head to Fessler Auto Mall today.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with an 11% rebate on everything. Save over $100 on this easy build storage building. Save over $500 on these kitchen cabinets. Save over $700 on this 2-car garage. Or go really big and save over $10,000 on this Beechwood home. There's no limit to how much you can save. Now during the 11% rebate sale at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's that time of year again. The annual Thanksgiving sale at Cook's Men's Store in Memphis going on now. We're thankful for another year of doing business with our friends, our customers. These are your thank you specials. Slacks and jeans for men, ladies, boys, and girls. Buy one, get one for half price. The same for men's and boys' shirts. 20% off insulated coveralls and 10% off insulated and regular overalls. Shoes and boots from 20 to 40% off until December 1st. Come visit us at Cook's Men's Store on the east side of the square in Memphis, Missouri.
No one expects to be in an accident, but if that happens to you and your vehicle, call the experts. Call Black Hawk Body Shop in Ottumwa. Black Hawk Body Shop makes getting your vehicle repaired easy. They repair all makes and models. They work directly with all insurance companies. They're hardworking, honest, and upfront. The staff is dedicated to getting your vehicle back to pre-accident condition. Honest people, honest pricing, hard working for you. Black Hawk Body Shop in Ottumwa.
There's two things I love about November. It's the only month my wife doesn't make me shave, no shave November, and the deals offered from Chevy on their lineup of new vehicles. If you've been waiting for the best time to buy your new car, truck, sport utility, or crossover, head to Fessler Auto Mall today.
Our KYOU movie reviewer Sean June is back. And this time he's giving us a sneak peek of the movie Thor Ragnarok. Let's see what Sean has to say about this high-powered mega movie.
Hey guys, I'm Sean June, and we're back again with movie reviews, and we're here at the Ottumwa 8 movie theater, and we're going to review Thor Ragnarok. Now Thor, played by Chris Hemsworth, is back on his home world, Asgard, and sooner or later he teams up with the Hulk, played by Mark Ruffalo, who we've come to love through the Avenger movies. But fast forward, they're going to go back to Thor's homeworld, Asgard, and they're going to battle the goddess of death, Hela, who is played by Kate Blanchett. And along the way, there's nonstop laughs. I'm going to share some clips of the movie, and then we'll get into my review.
You're incredible!
We know each other. He's a friend from work.
So that clip you just saw was probably the most advertised or most viewed part of the whole movie trailer. Now the great thing about that is that line, he's a friend from work, was actually improvised. And I thought that was something pretty cool because that line that was improvised from was from a kid from a Make-A-Wish Foundation. No, we're going to look at one more clip and we'll get to my review.
Kneel before your queen.
That clip you just saw with Kate Blanchett playing the goddess of death, Hela, shows probably how powerful she is. And speaking of powerful and emotional, Kate Blanchett is the very first female villain in the Marvel movie universe, and I think that is just awesome. And I can't wait to see what Marvel and other movies do going forward. And speaking of going forward, let's take a look at one last clip, and I'll give you my review.
I'm just a couple of hot-headed fools.
Yeah, same. Hulk like fire, Thor like water.
Well, kind of both like fire.
But Hulk like raging fire, Thor like smoldering fire.
All right, guys, time for my review. And you know what? I give it a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars for Thor Ragnarok. honestly, it's hard to find anything wrong with this movie. From the acting to the story, the music goes along great with the movie. I mean, it's almost watching Guardians of the Galaxy again. And I mean, remember how great that soundtrack was? There's just so many good things about it. It's hard to find anything really wrong with it. And there's nonstop laughs from beginning to end. And for that, I hope you guys come out and see Thor Ragnarok. I hope you bring a friend and just share some laughs, because this is great. And I think this is going to be a good thing going forward, because this Thor movie is unlike any of the ones previously. So come to your theater, check it out, have some laughs, and enjoy yourself.
Sean June, KYOU Fox News.
Wow, what an action-packed review. The newest Thor movie that's set to come out this weekend looks electric. And special thanks goes out to the Ottumwa 8 movie theater that's showing the movie. Well, more than 7 years after he disappeared from his post in Afghanistan, the fate of Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl is finally known. Fox News correspondent Terrace Garnier has more from Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl walked away from his post in Afghanistan in 2007. He says he was trying to call attention to deteriorating conditions for his troops there, but he ended up spending 5 years in captivity after being taken prisoner by the Taliban. Now Bergdahl has been sentenced in a military court for his actions, a judge deciding he should be dishonorably discharged and pay thousands of dollars in fines, but no jail time. His lawyer says the judge made the right decision, especially in light of President Trump's comments during the 2016 campaign, calling Bergdahl a traitor who deserves serious jail time.
President Trump's unprincipled effort to stoke a lynch mob atmosphere while seeking our nation's highest office has cast a dark cloud over the case.
And the president continued his criticism after the verdict was announced, tweeting, quote, "The decision on Sergeant Bergdahl is a complete and total disgrace to our country and to our military." He had faced life in prison after pleading guilty to desertion and misbehavior before the enemy. But Bergdahl's lawyer is asking the public not to rush to judgment. He says he plans to appeal the ruling, calling a dishonorable discharge a lifetime stigma, and again suggesting President Trump may have improperly influenced the judge.
The judicial process has been distorted for improper, thoughtless reasons that are basically inimical to our way of life and the rule of law in our country. Then you appeal.
The sentence is effective immediately, except for the dishonorable discharge, which will be on hold pending the appeal. At Fort Bragg, I'm Therese Garnier, Fox News.
Stay tuned. KYOU Fox 15 News Football Friday kicks off next.
Stop! Don't pay those big box store prices. Compton's Furniture and More in Macon has the same quality and brands for less right here. We pay pennies on the dollar for our massive inventory. We save so you save. Shop here while enjoying hometown friendly service. Get the quality you want at a price you deserve. Come see all the staff at Compton's Furniture and More, Macon, Missouri.
If there's one thing your friends and family could use more of, it's pizza and chicken. So why not buy them a gift card for Pizza Ranch? Right now, when you buy a $25 gift card, you get a Pizza Ranch buffet for yourself for free. Win-win, huh? And Pizza Ranch can also cater your holiday party. Whether large or small, Pizza Ranch catering starts as low as $5 per person. There's all kinds of that going on at Pizza Ranch.
Hi, I am Tim Dobson from the Sewing House, where we sell vacuums. High-quality Riccar vacuums assembled in St. James, Missouri, and Sibo vacuums made in Germany. These are long-lasting, deep-cleaning vacuums and actually leave the air in your house cleaner than when you began to vacuum. You need 3 things to clean your house: agitation, airflow, and suction, and these do an excellent job.
Get your backpack. 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 Get your back. Get your back. Get your backpack. Get your neck back. Get your neck back. Get your neck. Get your neck back. Get your neck back. Get your neck back. Get your life back. Get your life back. Get your life. Get your life. Get your life back. Get your life back. Get your life back.
Unit Family Chiropractic.
Iowa State is on the road facing a West Virginia team that has been in and out of the top 25 all season.
Last week in the win against TCU, the Cyclones only managed to score 14 points, but that was enough as the defense did a superb job in only holding TCU to 7 points and creating some timely turnovers. This week, the Cyclones are facing a West Virginia team who hasn't been a ranked opponent in 9 straight games, which dates back to 2014. It'll be another tough QB matchup for the two-time defensive Big 12 Player of the Week, Marcel Spears and company. Will Greer has thrown for at least 300 yards in every game this season and leads the country in touchdown passes. On the offensive side of the ball for the Cyclones, they should find success in the running game as West Virginia allows more than 204 yards per game. If the defense can keep the high-flying Mountaineers offense in check and not have a hangover from last week's victory against TCU, the Cyclones should find a way to get a victory. The game between the Cyclones and Mountaineers kicks off at 2:30. After a win against Minnesota last week, the Hawkeyes this week welcome another top 10 opponent into Kinnick Stadium, the 6th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. The Buckeyes are coming off a huge comeback win against Penn State last weekend. That saw quarterback J.T. Barrett go off in the 4th quarter. The key for the Hawkeyes this week to make sure Barrett and company stay off the field, the running game and controlling the time of possession, something that Iowa has consistently lacked most of the season. And unfortunately for the Hawkeyes, Ohio State has the 10th best rush defense in the country. However, the things the Hawkeyes have on their side is that Ohio State is coming off that emotional victory last week and could be worn out and tired and not ready to play. And Kinnick Stadium will be rowdy as the game will be a blackout. The game between the Ohio State Buckeyes and Iowa kicks off at 2:30. What a great weekend of college football we have this weekend, and it starts with a triple header right here on KYOU. First up at 11, we have 7th-ranked Penn State, who is trying to bounce back from their heartbreaking loss to Ohio State last week, traveling to East Lansing to take on the 24th-ranked Michigan State Spartans, who are also coming off a loss. After that, it's a battle of Pac-12 teams as 21st-ranked Stanford plays 25th-ranked Washington State, and then after that, it's another Big Ten showdown as Minnesota faces the Michigan Wolverines. At 2:30, the 4th-ranked Clemson Tigers will face 20th North Carolina State, and that should be a great game to watch if you love defensive line play. At 3, it's a battle for the state of Oklahoma as the 5th-ranked Sooners will take on the 11th-ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys in what hopes to be a high-flying offensive showdown. At 7, it's a classic SEC West matchup as the 19th-ranked LSU Tigers will take on Nick Saban and the 2nd-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. Also kicking off at 7, it's an ACC showdown as the 10th-ranked and undefeated Miami Hurricanes play host to the 13th-ranked Virginia Tech Hokies. And to wrap up your Saturday of college football, it's the most underrated quarterback matchup of the week as Arizona's Khalil Tate, who over his last 4 games can't seem to be stopped, take on the 17th-ranked USC Trojans. Enjoy the great games this weekend. Jay Shire, KYOU, Fox News.
Well, the one NFL game we have for you on KYOU Fox 15 this weekend, it's a battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers, and that game kicks off at noon. Well, the Indian Hills men's basketball team opened its 2017-2018 season tonight as part of the Indian Hills Classic. The Warriors are facing Johnson County Community College today, and tomorrow the Warriors will play the Mesa Community College Roadrunners. Stay with KYOU Fox 15 News. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Law Connect. Ed, are shoulder-related work injuries treated differently after the laws changed in July of this year?
Up until July 1st, shoulder injuries were compensated more fairly. That's been taken out of the law, and because of that, someone with a shoulder injury needs to talk to an attorney to have that injury treated fairly.
Ed Detley, Detley Law Firm, Ottumwa, Iowa.
Call Detley Law Office at 800-747-8119.
When you buy direct from America's diamond manufacturer and jewelers, you eliminate the most expensive part of buying jewelry, the retail jeweler's markup. We cast, set, size, or finish every diamond ring we sell, and Americas guarantees that quality for quality. Our everyday manufacturing prices are lower than the retail jeweler's very best sale prices. Remember, never buy a diamond without looking at it under a microscope. America's Diamond, on the Square in Fairfield, Iowa, open Tuesday through Saturday.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Noel Insurance in Ottumwa is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
A yellow flag on your team is bad. A yellow tag on your favorite new flooring or furniture, now that's awesome! Go to your local Derail Commodity now for huge savings during our yellow tag inventory clearance sale. Renew the look of your home with steep discounts on all in-stock carpet, vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, and luxury vinyl tile. Even in-stock furniture is on sale. So kick off your fall with new flooring and furniture during the yellow tag inventory clearance sale at Derail Commodity, with locations in Butler, Joplin, and Fayette, Missouri, and Brazelton and Independence, Kansas.
Well, we'll be getting an extra hour of sleep when daylight savings time ends this Sunday. So set your clocks back and enjoy an extra hour of sleep. Thank you for joining us here at KYOU Fox 15 News. Have a great weekend.